Hello, YouTube followers. I'm here with DeOrijin.
Yeah,
Peace. He is a visual artist, musician, writer, comic books, da 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 da.
yeah.
What'd you tell me? Anything you can get your hands on or whatever grabs you. How did you say
Whatever
that?
feels right. It's a feeling. It's always been a feeling. Like it's all about emotion. Like whatever way helps you express whatever you're feeling, the best is what you're gonna
Wait a minute.
cling to.
Hold on. I see that's a true artist. I didn't even ask him the question, and he started answering it. What is art? And he just goes, that's better than Johnny Carson used to do. Go.
Well, art is life. It comes from life. It is life. It's a science of life. I can go as deep as saying visual arts is the beauty of within the visual spectrum, and also it's the definition. If you look at the elements of visual arts, the different elements. When they talk about space, you think about space, you think about outer space, and you think about what's holding everything together, and that's basically looking at a piece of paper that's blank, and imagine that being the universe, and you're the one designing it, and in your own vision, because we're little universes within a universe.
Wait a
You
minute.
know,
So you couldn't. That was good. I'm not laughing at you. That was good. You connected space with space on the paper.
yeah, space on the paper.
So now you'll see why they call him DeOrijin. So art. So when did you know that you were an artist? When did that? I mean, how did that happen? It was like one day you saw the space, and then you created the space. I don't know. How did that happen? Or you
Well,
remember?
I know the first thing I ever did was write poetry,
Wow.
but it wasn't long. It was just maybe a few words, and I just put them together. They rhymed a little bit. But when I really understood, when I really gravitated to my arts, I dived into visual arts. I wanted to be like this kid in my class, in like third grade. And I saw him drawing. I was like, I want to draw like that. I want to draw like that. And I was determined to draw like that. And I would draw all the time. It's like, I got to get better, And I was, unknowingly, I was basically becoming what even professional visual artists were doing at the time, which is basically drawing every day, bringing a sketch pad wherever they go. And so I got into this mentality where I had to draw. It was a way of expressing my feelings. I would sit alone by myself and I would really just dive into my creativity. I started drawing comic books because I love the animation. And, that was really a big part of my artistry, was looking at anime, watching Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff on Cartoon Network. It really drove me to draw more. And, I wanted to get more realistic, and, I had all these ideas, and I still have them. I remember them like I made them yesterday. They're just ingrained in me now.
How did you feel growing up and then wearing a lot of black cartoon characters? Did you have any feelings about that? Still do?
That it definitely
Wow.
it
We got
gets
some.
to your
We got
head.
we got some air in there. Who's that?
It gets to your head because you grow up thinking that society is one way, that they put in subliminal messages into your mind, and even if you know your culture, or and you're a little weary about it, you get engulfed into a different culture and a different mindset, their mindset, which is basically, this is better than that. Light is always good and dark is always bad, but in reality, sometimes it's reversed. And in some cases, when I listen to other, speakers and stuff, motivational speakers, they say duality is not always a good thing, or duality is not even real. Having duality, saying it's black and white, saying that it's even a contrast. And, my whole trust is in that everything is one and there's no separation. Because when you separate things, it makes it harder for you to be together. It makes things harder. And in art, everything is unified, everything is one, because it's the beginning. Art explains the beginning. If you look at dancers, you can even say that dancers are like the planets revolving around each other, moons revolving around planets and suns. You know, dancers emulate that kind of vibration. You know, music is the same thing. Music is, you know, things that are unseen. You know, we look at different spectrums like infrared and ultraviolet, you know, and it's all one. To me, you know, that's how I make peace with it, because when you get too much caught up in labels and dividing everything, it makes you crazy. You know, you're just like, oh, this is that, that's that, but really, you know, making peace with it is really just saying it's all one thing. You know, it all comes from the same thing. It's all one thing. It all works in unison, and labels are not always necessary to, you don't need a label, you know.
And it does make us crazy. We got a lot of crazy people out here. I like what you said about those different spectrums, the spectrums of light.
Yeah.
Just provide light. Pure light is what allows you to see us. The pure light, just to see us in this physical form. But it's a combination, under it is a combination of all different spectrums.
Yeah.
It's not separated. It comes out as light.
Yep.
That's real powerful. Okay, so DeOrijin blew us away in part 1, and we're gonna come back. He's smiling like he got some. I'm sure he got some more for you in part 2. Peace.